and welcome to another edition of Emerging Issuer, where potential gets noticed. My name is Haley Wright, and the topic for discussion today is pharmaceuticals, and specifically PuraMed BioScience. To help us discuss this and other issues, we have with us Russ Mitchell, the Chief Executive Officer of PuraMed BioScience, a company which trades on the over-the-counter bulletin board in the United States under the symbol PMBS. But before we get to Mr. Mitchell, however, here's just a brief overview of the company. PuraMed was established to capture two unique opportunities. The first is to build a substantial and profitable business, rapidly beginning with 3 trademark products developed by its founders: Lipogesic M for acute relief of migraine headaches, Lipogesic H for acute relief of tension headaches, and Lipogesic PM for insomnia. Each of these is effective and addresses a very large over-the-counter consumer market, collectively well over $2 billion in the U.S. Each product will be unique in its class, and the second longer-term opportunity is to establish a leadership position in the highly lucrative non-prescription drug market by introducing the next generation of treatments for many common ailments. Most consumers want products that are, first of all, effective and safe. By applying hard science to botanically derived products, management believes it is possible to build a line wherein each product delivers better performance with fewer side effects than the currently existing counterparts. The PuraMed management team brings more than 60 years of combined industry experience, including new product development, drug formulations, marketing, sales, regulatory compliance and approval, and senior management of both public and private companies. Welcome to Emerging Issuer, Russ.
Thank you, Haley. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Now, Russ, hopefully we've described your business model accurately in our brief overview of your company. But can you tell us a little bit about the industry in general and where PuraMed BioScience is placed right now as it directly relates to the science and the commercialization of the products?
PuraMed will initially be addressing 3 treatment categories: the treatment of migraine headaches, tension headaches, and insomnia. They're very large categories, with each representing over $2 billion in sales annually in the United States, and with over $1.4 billion of analgesic sales coming from the over-the-counter market. And over 50% of those sales come through the drugstores. Our first product will be Lipogesic M, and it's designed to treat migraine headaches. Currently, there are over 30 million people in the United States that suffer from these headaches, and over 300 million people suffer worldwide, so it's a very large market. The current gold standard of treatment for migraine headaches is a product called a triptan. It's a prescription drug, and the best that they can do with this product is to be able to treat 50% of the people 50% of the time, so there's a very large room for improvement in this area. Also, the current treatment is very costly. Each pill costs between $20 and $40 per pill, and patients often need 2 or 3 pills to treat each headache. So it's a very expensive process. Lipogesic M offers a number of advantages over the existing treatment. First of all, it's much more effective. Our initial studies on our water-based version showed that we had an 83% effective rate at 2 hours, which is huge compared to what's available right now. Secondly, we're a much safer product. The prescription drugs have a lot of side effects. We have no side effects reported after 7 years of research on this product. So it's also a much lower cost. We should be able to cut the cost of treatment for each patient by an average of 75% over their existing therapy. So that's a big number. And also, it's a non-prescription item. Provides much easier access for patients who want to treat their headaches. In fact, 59% of the people that have migraine headaches use over-the-counter drugs exclusively to treat their headaches. So we offer a number of advantages, and we also offer easy access as well. As I said previously, our initial work on our water-based formulation proved to be 83% effective at 2 hours. Our scientific efforts are currently focused on 2 areas. One is refining our migraine headache product, and secondly, we are developing the next generation of non-prescription pain relievers in the line of Advil, migraine, Tylenol, with our advantages being we will be a much a more effective product and also much safer with fewer side effects. The science that we're currently conducting will also be used to enhance our intellectual property portfolio, which will ultimately increase our shareholder value. As far as our scientific team, we have veteran researchers who are very excited about the results from our initial work, and they're looking forward to providing a number of products over the coming years with a broad application in the area of inflammation and pain.
On your website, you mentioned in your mission statement, and I quote, "The company intends to launch its first 2 retail products within 6 months and leverage that success to ultimately become a leader in the over-the-counter medicine marketplace." Now, Russ, the hard question is, how do you plan to reach those milestones?
Haley, that would be a hard question for most new companies, but for us it's actually a very easy question for us to answer. PuraMed BioScience evolved from a company that I started in 1994 called Mitchell Health Technologies. Now, Mitchell Health was a sales and marketing company that was designed to launch a product in the United States called Coldies. Coldies was widely acknowledged as the most successful launch of a new over-the-counter drug in the United States. I've operated at the national level in the food, drug, and mass categories since 1992. Our core management team has been working together for over 8 years, so we're not new in that sense. And I have over 20 years of experience in this business. Our management team has over 60 years of experience in this business. PuraMed will utilize the Mitchell Health retail distribution network, which will cover over 48,000 stores in the United States, so we have the capability to operate on a large scale. PuraMed will initially launch its products through direct response print and television advertising. And this will provide us with a number of advantages over a lot of other companies that choose a different route. First of all, direct response is a relatively low cost of entry. It'll also be able to provide us with early revenue. It will also allow us to test and refine our consumer messages before we go out to the masses. Also, once we are out in the masses, it will provide a very effective, low-cost tool for us to continue to provide consumers with information on our products. Once we've proven ourselves in the direct response arena, then we'll move into retail. The first round of stocking efforts will focus on drugstores. There'll be about 22,000 drugstores that we'll place on the shelves initially. This will be followed up by a second round of stocking efforts approximately 6 months later, where we will go into the food and mass segments, the Walmarts and the Krogers of the world, and that'll be another 26,000 stores. Once we've achieved this, this should provide consumers with enough access to allow us to justify full-scale advertising and public relations effort. All of our PuraMed products are designed to sell in the mainstream retail channels, and our considerable knowledge and expertise focused on that effort from the very beginning, and this should also provide us with a better opportunity for success.
Recently, the company announced that Broker Bank Securities put out an analyst report on the company and had initiated coverage. Why did you commission them specifically, and what impact does their positive speculative rating have on the street?
I'm glad you asked that question, Haley. Broker Bank is headed by Philip Wright, a highly respected analyst who specializes in emerging companies like PuraMed BioScience. Broker Bank took an interest in us after reading our business plan. He felt our story should be told. We expect that as more people are exposed to the reports by Broker Bank, our interest in our stock should rise considerably.
Now, Russ, we've mentioned before the company is public and trades in the United States under the symbol PMBS. What are some of the steps that management right now is taking to also increase its presence and overall exposure aside from the analyst report?
Haley, with PuraMed BioScience being a young, emerging public company, this area is very important to us. Awareness is key. Initially, we are interviewing investor relations firms right now, and we are hoping to have a multifaceted campaign put together here very soon. We also continue to seek out key investors with interest in providing long-term support for PuraMed. We also expect to complete our first clinical study in the next 3 or 4 months, and this should provide us with enough ammunition to initiate our public relations campaign. We also believe that interest in our company will grow once our direct response television and print advertising begins. We believe as consumers begin to realize, first of all, how well the product works and the value that it provides, they will start to seek us out, I believe, to find out more about us and perhaps invest. And of course, we always hope that continued exposure through venues such as Emerging Issuer will continue to increase our investor awareness as well.
Now, Russ, finally, to our viewers out there, particularly in Europe and in Asia, why should they stand up and take notice of PuraMed BioScience as an emerging issuer?
Well, Haley, that is an important question, and I believe I have the right answer for you. Your viewers in Asia and in Europe should take notice of PuraMed for a number of good reasons. First of all, PuraMed is poised for some pretty dramatic growth once our products start hitting the market and our science becomes much more well known to the public. Most bulletin board companies are lacking some operational expertise when they're first starting out at our stage, but we have all of our act together and our ducks in a row, so we're ready to go. Our team has been together for 8 years, so we're not some management team that's been slapped together at the last minute. We work very well together and we understand the business. Our Lipogesic product line offers a number of advantages over the existing products in some major categories, including migraine headache, tension headache, and insomnia. And our products provide several advantages over the existing products, including they're much more effective, they're safer, and they're less expensive. From the standpoint of a corporate structure, we are a very tight company with a low number of shares outstanding as well as a low number of shares in the float. So the advantages for your viewers in investing early in PuraMed is that we've got a lot of room to grow, and there's a number of things that we can do to enhance the shareholder value with a tight company like ours. Also, our management team is experienced in running public entities. Oftentimes, especially in the United States, running a public company can be very difficult, especially in these days. But we have the experience necessary to make sure that all our reporting is done properly and all our T's are crossed and our I's are dotted. And we also understand that there is a need to increase our shareholder value. Also, as PuraMed grows, management has the ability to look at other projects, whether they be mergers or acquisitions, and if they are in the best interest of the shareholders and the company, we will take a hard look at them and perhaps pursue them. The bottom line for your viewers is that we've got a great company with great products. We know how to grow it, and we know how to grow it quickly. And we also understand the public entity as well in terms of how to maximize our shareholder value. So we believe that your viewers have a great opportunity investing in PuraMed, and we hope they take a look at us.
Thanks, Russ, for joining us today. It was a pleasure to have you here today.
It's been a pleasure working with you, Haley, and thank you for your time.
Now, for more information on PuraMed BioScience, please visit their website at www.puramedbioscience.com, and transcripts of the interview can be requested by emailing us at info@emergingissuer.com. Well, that's it for me. Until the next edition of Emerging Issuer, we'll see you then.